Hey, good Friday morning, guys. Thanks for logging on to BAMWX.com. Meteorologist Ed Valley here with your Minnesota State forecast. We have some rain showers moving through the western and central parts of the state here this morning, and that's associated with the beginnings of this weak cold front moving through the region, and that's going to really impact our weather here over the next 36 hours or so. And then as we move into next week, I think you're going to like this forecast coming up, guys. But first, let's start with the temperatures out there this morning. For the most part, temperatures into the 40s for, I'd say, 80% of the state. Though off to the north and west of that cold front, we are still in the 30s and even some 20s in far northwestern Minnesota into North Dakota. And as we move through the rest of the weekend, I think the warmth is going to continue for the most part here, but we will trend cooler as that front passes, and I'll talk about that here in just one second. Now, when we look at the next 60 hours or so of weather, we notice those showers here this morning. And then as we move forward in time, notice by this evening some additional showers look to occur here this afternoon and into the evening across southern Minnesota and into northern Wisconsin. And then as we get into the overnight hours, we clear things out. It's a mild night once again. But then we move into Saturday morning and we have additional rains, first starting in the north. And then by the afternoon hours, we're getting it to come into southwestern portions of the state. And then right along the southern tier of the state, some heavy rain possible here as we get into tomorrow evening. And then watch this 32-degree line creep southward here as the precipitation finishes. And that likely will result in a few snowflakes mixing in across far northern portions of the state, maybe into central Minnesota as well before the precipitation shuts off late tomorrow night. This is 1 a.m. Sunday morning, and notice the precipitation continues, but then as we get towards wake-up time, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. central here, rain is ending east, still very chilly west, and we're finally clearing out across the center part of the state. Temperatures Sunday morning will be chilly, temperatures in the 20s north and west, still in the upper 30s to right around 40 across the remainder of the region, but as we get into next week, I think we're going to have a pretty nice day, or a pretty nice set of days here. Monday's quiet, Tuesday quiet, Wednesday quiet, Thursday quiet, Friday quiet. So some good drying weather, some good harvesting weather finally after the incredible rainfall we've seen over the last few weeks. But it will be warm as well. Here's the temperatures here today, mainly in the 50s. Tomorrow, 60s north, 60s south, 40s north. And then we get into Sunday, we start warming things back up, and by the time we get towards Monday, temperatures in the 60s, and then Tuesday, temperatures getting into the 70s in some areas. And then as we head towards the end of the week, a weak cold front moves through, no rain likely, but temperatures back down into the 60s. But for this time of the year, guys, I tell you, it's not a bad look. Friday, sunny, temperatures in the 70s. Can't get much better for, the middle of October. And when we look at precipitation here, all of this precipitation that I'm showing you is going to occur here pretty much this weekend, next 36 hours or so. Generally, a quarter to a half an inch, locally up to a 3/4 of an inch here in the green. But other than that, it's pretty much all we got going on. Next week looks very dry. And again, temperatures are going to be quite warm for this time of the year. So that's all I have for this Friday. Make sure you check out our long-range update. We sent out some really good information regarding the week 3 and 4 time frame, so be sure to check that out. Otherwise, have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.